You're watching Talk Soup. Feel the burn. That evil foreboding I'm experiencing can mean one of only two things. Either I've succumbed to the Star Wars backlash, or it's time to read a little viewer mail. Hey, all right! Screw the critics! This week's letter comes to us from Ms. Chang of Woodland Hills, California. She writes, "Dear John, please don't do any Star Wars sketches. I'm worried about my son Ben's unhealthy obsession with George Lucas and his twisted fantasy world. Signed, Mrs. Chang." Gee, I'm sorry, Ms. Chang. Sadly, your letter got to us a day too late. In case you folks don't know, Ben Chang happens to be one of our producers, and he's also the subject of this Profiles in Cable. If only we'd gotten that letter on Wednesday. Watch the credits scroll at the end of our show, and you'll see the name Ben Chang. A producer on Talk Soup for the past 5 years, Ben has been a dedicated and trustworthy employee.
This is Ben. Yeah, hey, Lee.
To the average person, he leads a rather mundane existence. But deep within his psyche, Chang is involved in a battle that could threaten the fate of the galaxy as we know it. A battle between the forces of good and evil. A battle between reality and fantasy. You see, while the rest of us submit to the banalities of life on Earth, Ben resides inside his own personal multiplex, a Nickelodeon of the mind, where the only film playing is Star Wars. Our story begins in 1977 in Canoga Park, California. The son of Samuel and Eugenie Chang, Ben was taken to a matinee of an exciting new space opera playing at the local Bijou. His life would never be the same. Co-worker and friend Torin Wu.
Growing up, Ben was pretty much a normal kid. Well, occasionally he would glue rug samples to his face and pretend he was a Wookiee. I thought it was pretty much harmless stuff, but the teachers sometimes had a hard time reaching him. Half the time he thought he was on Tatooine.
Tatooine is the home planet of Ben's hero, Luke Skywalker. It's an imaginary place that Ben would often escape to during his adolescence. Some say he's never left.
Hey, Ben, where's Wednesday's Maury tape?
Use the Force, Ben.
Oh, cool, thanks.
Occasionally, Ben's obsession can get the best of him.
Red 2 standing by. Take a few moments to collect coordinates from the nav computer. You kidding at the rate they're gaining? Traveling through hyperspace ain't like dusting crops, boy. Without precise calculations, we might fly right through the star.
Are you okay?
Sorry, John.
But Chang brought many of the positive aspects of the Star Wars philosophy to his work environment. Senior producer Mark Turner.
You know, Benny's a real great guy, and he's a very committed worker. Once he told me that whenever he faces a real challenge, he hears the voice of Sir Alec Guinness encouraging him to use the Force. Hey, if you need some dead limey to help you log tapes, go for it.
As Yoda is fond of saying, there is no try for Ben Chang, only do.
Stan Solo, I got it. I got the rundown.
Great, kid. Don't get cocky.
So if you see Talk Soup producer Ben Chang camping out in line, don't judge him. Try to understand. Star Wars is more than just a movie to this hard-working cable professional. For Ben, it's a chance to escape the daily pressures of TV productions and live in a galaxy far, far away.